try this and see if that helped it any. Yeah, there you go. All right, I'll have to go in and just hang on a minute, and I'll post in the bottom again. Uh, there you go, Bill. Now you'll have to click on that one. Now we'll start over. Yeah, Cookie, I was having trouble with my internet. I shut that other room down and just reopened it. Hello, Diane. We're trying to get Bill where he's figure out StreamYard. That didn't take you long, Cookie. You must not have bought too much. Trying to get Bill up on this thing, on this economic refugees, RB. Him and his wife are interesting folks. You must not have. All right, be careful. We'll talk to you when you get home. Bill, Bill, if you can hear me, you'll have to shut that old live stream down and then click on that new address I put in here, and we'll just start over. And that was me. That wasn't you. Yeah, I know, fair dust, but I had to. My internet was screwing up so bad that I couldn't get. I got kicked off 4 or 5 times there just in a few minutes. You try it now and see if it. I bet it'll come on now. And I went to circling again. I think it's my internet. I don't think it's y'all. Fair does. Come up and let's see if it's working with you. Don't tell me you can't because you don't have a bra on, because I don't have one on either. So Yeah, shut that one down. Well, yeah. Well, see, I opened another one up. This is just a Sunday two. Is the name of it. Hmm. I think you're still in that other room. Bill, just shut that one down completely. Get offline, and then come back and go to that Sunday two. Then we'll see if we can make it work. Yeah, as long as y'all stay in there, well, that room will stay open. Yeah, well, I had to change the links, Diane, because that other link was for that other room. You on Sunday too? Okay. All right. I'm gonna drop that address again in the bar, and you click on it. Since when, Diane? I'm ducking. Okay. I don't know what was wrong with my internet a while ago. I get kicked off 4 or 5 times. Probably. Yeah, you should have been backstage, and you would have stayed there as long as y'all stayed in that other room. Hmm, that's crazy. Are you on that Sunday too? Hmm, I think it's my internet's messing up because I completely killed that other room. I'm gonna get something to drink while this thing's trying to catch up. Be right back. I don't know. You've been up on my channel before, Fair Dust. Well, you got me, 'cause I sure ain't no internet guru. Well, you on your phone, Fair Dust? I'm just the opposite. I do everything on this computer. My fingers are too big. I hit too many buttons on that damn phone. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Bill. And we had you up there and talking. It was just if we didn't get the echo out yet. Are you on a computer or are you on a phone, Bill? Hey, Lily. Hell, I'm still on this desktop. That laptop gives me a fit. I can use that laptop as long as I've got a external keyboard and external mouse. Laptop, okay. Lily, what you been up to, lady? Oh, well, I hope you get feeling better. Well, did you ever buy you an RV, Fair Dust? Are you still doing it in your minivan? Hmm, that's not fun. Are y'all back home, Bill? All right. I saw you putting a roof on, but I didn't know how old that video was. Okay. Well, they trying to cut some deals right now. Some of them are still high, but some of them are wanting to get rid of some of that stuff. All right, you made it. Now you got to go put everything up. I got started doing something. I got started buying, and then I'll come home and split it up and take that food saver and vacuum seal it just in the meal. Oh man, that's great. They supposed to be good. Good. What y'all call them? Pew pews, pew pews. That don't ever fail, does it, Diane? Boy, that makes a lot of difference. I've got an old 22 that I used to back when I hunted all the time. I take that thing, go out, and we had two big stock tanks, and turtles would just overrun them. I take that 22, and it had a trigger that was terrible. That thing must have been 10 or 12 pounds. And I'd get where I could handle that trigger. And when I picked my Remington up then with that 2 pound trigger pull, ooh, it was like shooting a dream. Yeah, Obama and Biden have been the best gun salesmen we ever had. Are they pretty accurate, Cookie? Or have you really settled down and see what they'll do? Yeah, here a couple of years ago, there was a judge up in D.C. which you at one time you couldn't own a gun in D.C. and he got caught shooting at some people because they got in the swimming pool, and he was a judge, but he had him a gun. Yeah, if you get a gun that's accurate, it's a whole lot easier to shoot. My deal is I used to take and my routine on a new weapon was I put 100 rounds to it, a hardball or metal jacket bullet, and then if it was a pistol even, I had a bunch of pistol mounts. I'd mount a scope on it, put it on a bench, give me 5 or 6 different kinds of ammo until I found the one they really liked, and then I'd take the scope and everything off of it and just shoot it normal. That ammo makes a lot of difference. All right, Lily, you have a good day, girl. I used to be pretty good with one of them things. I'm a little shaky now. Rocky's over here snoring. Yeah, some of it just one group make a difference. I got a guy I know that's got a 22, and he put a suppressor on that thing, and with that subsonic, it's not as loud as a pellet gun. You got a crack to it if you got the regular ammo in there, but anything subsonic is just nearly silent. Hell, I can't believe this crazy thing is acting up like it is. I enjoy shooting pistols long range. I love shooting one at 100 yards, but I'm that way about a bow too. I shoot a bow at 100 yards a lot, 80. And they tell you you're supposed to stay under 40. Well, that's a bunch of BS. You can get to the center of that target at 20 yards. You can get to the center of it at 100. There ain't no telling what's going to happen over there, Fred does. Israel's doing a pretty good job right now. Yeah, I'm a lot shakier than I used to be too, Cookie. But there's something else too. I shoot all the time. That makes a lot of difference. And I tell you what, craziest things are nowadays. You're not real smart if you don't have some kind of weapon. Oh, it really does. Back when I was shooting competition with the bows, they I like to play around and shoot at 100 yards every once in a while. And we had a rifle and pistol and bow range there, and wasn't anybody out there, so I took somebody had a tinfoil plate. I set it on that backboard at 100 yards, walked back and pulled back and shot and smacked that plate. And about that time, some guys pulled down the end of there and started breaking the rifles out. I said, I got 5 more arrows. I want to shoot, and I'll go down there and pull them and let y'all have that target. Well, I shot 4 or 5 times. I shot 5 more times, and every one of them was on that tinfoil plate at 100 yards. I turned around and looked, and them guys had folded the rifles up and put them back in the case and left. And go for that. I was talking to my buddy last night. And I got to thinking about something that happened. We were we were on the river in the kayaks, and the only thing wrong with them kayaks is getting in and out of it. But we'd been fishing, caught a bunch of big fish, and I got my kayak, slid it off the edge of the water, and got in it. All of a sudden, I heard my buddy go to hollering, "Hey, hey, help!" What in the world? And I turned around and looked, and he had straddled that kayak, but he was in some real soft mud, and his feet sank into that mud. He straddled the kayak, and he can't pull his feet out of the mud. He can't sit down in the kayak. He just stuck there. And I told him, I said, "Oh, just leave your ass there." I would love to have a video of that. A lot of good times on them old kayaks. I need to get one of them and see if I can still paddle one. Yeah, it would be. The viral video cookie would be me and him come down that river one day and ran up on about 40 hogs in a group. And we just kept paddling real easy until we got right on top of them hogs. And when they saw us, instead of running back up the bank, they hit that river and started swimming across it. And they out swim and left. Well, neither one of us said anything. We both dug in and went to chasing them hogs out there in that river. And we was running through them and smacking them on the head with a paddle. And we kept on. And directly I heard him going, huh, huh. I turned around and looked, and there was a big old sow trying to eat the front of his kayak. So we kept fooling with them. We were trying to catch one of the little ones. And I was after one. I heard him go to hollering, "Oh, shit." I turned around and looked, and he'd caught him about I don't know, 25, 30 pound pig. And he had him by the tail. And we were in some pretty swift water. And he was holding that pig up by the tail, and he had a paddle in his other hand. He said, "You can't paddle a damn kayak with holding a pig by the tail." And I lost it. I was in the bottom of that boat just rolling. And we finally turned all the pigs loose and let them run. And it was funny. We both of us had pistolas in the deal, and never even thought about one of them. Can't paddle a kayak when you're holding a pig by its tail. Boy, they do. I got down in Florida. First time I ever saw that, I was in Florida, and we were on that Crystal River, and them pigs would bail off at the bank, swim out there, and they give them slices of bread and stuff, you know. Them animals get trained up pretty fast with food. And there's one place a limb run out over there. You have wet bacon? Okay, Cookie. Duh. But there was monkeys. They'd jump on top of that boat and sit there, and you feed them stuff, and they get down, and they had another limb down the river. That when they got that limb, they'd all jump off on that limb and go back up the river and wait for the next boat. They get smart when it comes to food quick. I tell you what, Barry does. I have a friend of mine that traps those hogs and hunts them all the time. He'll catch one of them young hogs and he'll make his own bacon out, homemade bacon out of it. Don't have all that water in it. Ooh, you talk about good now. He took one of them little young pigs here a while back and cleaned it. Ain't that the truth? But it depends on what time of year you kill those things too. I noticed down here that if you kill one when the acorns are on the ground or and the pecans and stuff are falling, they'll be so greasy you can't eat them. But you wait till February, March when all that kind of stuff's gone and they're starting to have to scrape and scratch for food. Now they eat plenty good then. And, the old timers used to wait till it was cold weather to dress the hogs, smoke them. Some of the old timers were pretty smart on taking care of meat, and I guess they had to be. They didn't have any refrigeration or anything. This is telling my age here, but I can remember going in a grocery store and there'd be a hind quarter or front quarter in a mesh bag, and they were smoked, but they'd be hanging up all over the store. And they weren't refrigerated at all. My mom would buy one of those things and just slice stuff off of it. Country ham, and that was real country ham. There, Mr. Cookie. Y'all still got them there, Diane? I haven't seen one in years. Boy, that's some good ham like that. Seen these hams in these mesh bags hanging up in a grocery store, not refrigerated. The old style stuff. Are they just hanging out in the open, Diane? That's the way these were. Last time I saw any of those, that was down in right in Mexico. Yeah, the other ham you buy got much water in it. They inject that water into them. Wow, I'll have to remember that. Hopefully, if everything goes good in January, well, I'm gonna hit the road. Boy, that's neat, Diane. You got a lot of neat stuff around there pretty close to you, don't you? make me hungry for a real ham. Cookie. I'm gonna drop a link here. I want to see if I know that your deal works. I want to see if you can come up. We've been having trouble with this thing. There used to be a deal sort of like Cracker Barrel that would have those hanging up in them in the stores. I can't even remember the name of that store now. It wasn't a restaurant, but it was just a store with all kind of different stuff. You can go walking around Cracker Barrel and see drinks and stuff that you ain't seen since you were a little kid. Okay, so see, this thing not showing you backstage on it. Something screwy in it. All right, y'all just hang on just a minute. I'm gonna try to look at something here. Hell, I don't know what's going on. Well, see, you're not showing. Yeah, but you're not showing you're in the basement. I had to close that other link down in some kind of way. We're still in it. You, internet was messing up on me. Yeah, you may want to close that out, isn't it? I imagine I'm gonna have to shut this thing completely down and let it sit a few minutes and come back up. That's why I wanted you to try it to see if you were in it. I think what's happened is everybody hadn't got out of that other one. Somebody's still in that other room. I don't know, but it's sure not working right. Yeah, we'll close it down and I'll open one up later tonight. See if we can get it straightened out. Oh, you talking about wasting time? I got to looking on here on these audio books, and Lewis Lamore, I love his westerns, and they've got a bunch of his books on YouTube on audio. Boy, you can sure waste 3 or 4 hours listening to one of them books. You ought to just be able to click on that link and come up. But it when I was driving, I used to Telegram. Never heard of that one. If you're gonna run a live, well, StreamYard usually works pretty good. Well, when you're on here, Cookie, you always on YouTube then? Cracker Barrel's got some neat stuff, Diane, that's for sure. It's just screwed up, Cookie. Don't worry about it. I think it's on my end. It's not on y'all. Because I had 3 or 4 different people try it and you're coming up with the same thing. Later on this afternoon, well, I'll bring another live up and we'll try it again. You gone, Fairy Dust? All right, you have a good one, girl. Everybody's computer's different. Mm. When I open one of these lives up, I open it up in YouTube and StreamYard. I use Run on StreamYard, but YouTube's open too. I just got it muted. I think I'm gonna get out of here too and let this thing rest a minute. Yeah, phone's a whole different ball game. But I'm gonna shut this thing down and see if I can't figure out what's going on. But I appreciate y'all coming up, and we'll holler at y'all later.